show, and once again I'm joined with the, private personal banker, Andrew Stewart, Pacific Finance. How are you, Andrew?
I'm very well, thanks, Michael. How are you?
Very good. Freelance personal banking. We were having a bit of a chat and we thought we'd talk about something different than, still the same about money, but from a different perspective, and we're talking about how careful we are spending money in our business when it comes to employees, supplier prices, and so forth. But when it comes to the finances, I don't know, some of us have got a bit of a different mindset for some reason.
Yeah. Well, it's probably about this idea of holding the business owner just as accountable for their decisions as they hold everybody else in their business accountable for their own. There's ways that you can use finance to make a lot more money than simply seeing it as a service provide that is going on in the background and that we're not managing. If you actively manage it, you can actually make significant difference to your bottom line.
It was interesting because I know you're really into, you can do all sorts of finance, equipment financing, business financing, and we're talking, sometimes some quite substantial amounts here. And you were saying, sometimes you might be saving 30, 40, 50 grand a year just by having the professional like yourself manage that account for them, manage the finance and advise them. And I was laughing because, we know some people say, I don't know, I'll worry about that. And I said, can you imagine if an employee did that to you? I'll go play golf, just keep paying me, she'll be right. It probably wouldn't last.
No, and it wouldn't. So there's a few things that we could, a few strategies that we can use to build that productivity into the decisions that they make every day. That they don't have to think about these things, but earn the money.
Yeah. So what is it that stops us from managing finance as actively as what we manage the productivity of our employees?
That's a really interesting question. That's a deeper psychological question than I'm otherwise equipped to answer. But I suppose I just can't guess, because I've got some clients who would very aggressively manage their finance and finance structuring to squeeze every last drop of money out of it. And then I've got others on the other extreme who are just happy to drift along because, I've done it for 10 years and it's worked for me, it worked for my dad, so I'm staying with the same bank, Andrew. But so you've got those two extremes. Yeah. And I guess, I wanted to spend this session just saying that there's very simple strategies we can put in place to move it from a passive over to an aggressive one, which can make seriously tens or $100,000 a year for the right situation. And
I suppose it's not just the saving of the money. My dad used to have a saying: if you save $1, that's like making $1. You put it straight on your bottom line. But we're talking to you, you're saying, hold on, if I save you substantial amounts of dollars and you invest those dollars so you're saving money and making money, do you think it's because in the old days, and I'll go back to when I was growing up, to get a loan we had to go to the bank manager, dress in a good suit, and it was a complicated, lots of paperwork process. Do you think that's still a mindset that some people think it's hard to do this switching and changing and managing this finance that we may not be equipped for?
I think it's a question that we'll revisit on another. I'll give that a bit of thought, because I can't explain why people would not want to make the most out of everything that they have. But for those that are interested in making the most, I've got probably 6. I just want to talk quickly about 6 strategies that we can use.
Okay.
So one of them would be, on regular residential property, you only get basically an 80% loan to value ratio. So we've got products that can get them 100%.
Wow.
Yeah. We've got in commercial, instead of getting 70% of we can get them 80%.
Wow.
Yeah. So that can unlock a significant amount of money, and that can go into working capital or be used otherwise in the business for advantage. Another product would be a facility where, say for instance, you had a supplier that would give you a discount for paying at day one rather than waiting for 50 days, 50
Oh,
or
yes.
60 days.
Yep.
If they gave you say a 5% discount, that's the finance cost for taking that discount might only cost you about 2%. So you're making 3%, or you're getting a 3% discount on your purchase.
Yeah. So I suppose for a company listening just to those couple of strategies there, well, 3 you've given straight off the bat. The last one I can relate to immediately.
Yeah.
We used to have a construction company, and there was a discount for paying early. And it was around about 5%. Well, consider we was probably spending $100,000 a month on materials. That was a good discount to chase, but sometimes you don't have the cash flow to chase that.
Yeah. So product gives you the cash flow to pay. Move on.
Are they hard to set that particular type of, and I'm not picking one out of the 3 of them, but is that difficult to set that type of product up?
No. It's not.
Wow.
You just got to go and ask. All you have to do. So the bit of homework is that as the business owner, you'd go along and have to do that negotiation. That's what you have to do.
And that's where you come in.
And then they go, okay, so I can give this product to you, Michael, and there you go. We're saving you 3% or whatever. You just go and negotiate your discount, and then we can see if it works.
You'll do the rest.
I'll do the rest.
Wow. How long? Because I'm sure there's a few people looking now going, hold on. How long does it take to get a product like that? Is there hoops you have to jump through?
Well, look, there's always some pre-qualifications, but for a standard business that's running itself reasonably efficiently, that doesn't have any other particular, detractors to it, a couple of weeks.
Wow. So if you're in business now and you can do this with your suppliers and negotiate a substantial discount, and most of them are very happy to give it to you because their cash flow is just as important.
It's improved. It's got massive improvement for them.
So it's kind of a win-win all the way around.
Yeah.
Would this be like, are these a traditional bank product? Or is it because
no, it's not a traditional bank product.
Yeah, I didn't think
you
would be.
There you go. Yeah.
So you've got to, and that's what I was thinking because I've had a bank manager for a long time and I've never heard of it. So it's not a traditional, and I suppose that's the thing, isn't it? If you're dealing with one person from one institution, and look, not detracting from the banks, they've all got their roles.
Yeah.
But if you're only dealing with one person from one institution, you've only got that range. Where the finance industry has changed now completely. You've got full autonomy if you get a freelance banker like yourself in, who can do their personal finance banking.
So that's a great segue into the next strategy, and that is that, for instance, you could set up a $10,000 or a $15,000 loan at a different institution. Within 12 months, you can have 500. If you pay that $10,000 loan off regularly, they'll say you're a good bet. You automatically pre-qualify yourself for an uplift to maybe 500,000. So you could do that at 3 different banks, and suddenly, with $30,000, you've been able to set yourself up with strategic beachheads.
Wow.
And potentially accessing, $1.5 million.
Unbelievable. Let's take a break because I know you've got some more.
Okay.
We'll take a quick break and come back because you've got my attention. So we'll be right back with more from Andrew Stewart.